hop down to Athena's. Oh.
Athena's.
Alright, you want to do the intro?
Absolutely. Here we go. Intro. Welcome to Ogre, ladies and gentlemen. No. Gamers and geeks. Welcome to Ogre.
Old Guys Geekly review.
Yeah, I got my good buddy Nick here. Just the fabulous guy for the fabulous stuff.
So fab. Extra fab.
Extra fab today.
Yes. Fabuloso. And then I got my good buddy JD. I'm just continuing the True Vault Hunter mode.
Yeah, special Pandora, actually Athena's edition.
Traunt
Different
edition.
planet. Traunt. Yeah.
Traunt.
It just makes me wonder what Thanksgiving was like in the Traunt family, you know?
Oh, I can imagine. I think I could imagine. Oh man, you're using a loader bot now?
Yeah.
How you like him?
Bot. He's sweet.
Is he?
You'll see his sweetness here in a minute.
All right. So before we hop into all this stuff, I just want to say that I gotta bring this up. The meme about Cell and the last 3 years, or the last 2 years in this upcoming year. And I just wanted to talk about like how 2020 was his base form, and then after he gets one android, that was 2021, and now this year is Perfect Cell. Which seems really fitting with Betty White dying at the end of 2021, and then Bob Saget dying at 2022, the beginning of 2022.
Yeah, but you know what? I've kind of actually been encouraged by Betty White's passing, because there's been so much outpouring of love for her, and just the fact that somebody can pass at 99 and truly be missed.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, we're going to be going to the local shelter and donating the $5 in her name for her birthday.
Nice.
Yeah. Man, I loved her. Ryan Reynolds said it really well, that she managed to grow very old yet still die so young.
Yeah.
And I like that. But man, I was really surprised about Bob Saget. Like growing up, my dad was he worked his butt off for us. Like he was to provide for us. He was a good dad, but he was never around because he had to work so hard.
Yeah.
And I watched Full House. I watched TV dads, and I learned a lot of stuff from them. So
I feel you. Yeah,
Yeah.
because my dad worked second shift all the time, so I hardly ever saw him.
Yep. Oh, we're only on Mayhem 3. I was wondering why we were killing this stuff so quick.
So easy.
Yeah, I might have to bump it up.
You're just that badass.
Oh yeah. But without further ado, you got anything added to the intro, or do you want to head into the first category?
First category is movies. Yeah. So we both saw the Don't Look Up.
Yes.
And I thought it was great. Hard to watch in a certain kind of little too real way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I thought, obviously it has a stellar cast.
Yes. You mind if I skip these scenes?
Go right ahead. Skip away. The important stuff is what we say.
Yes. Yeah, that is absolutely true. But yeah, it had a phenomenal cast. And I sympathize with scientists so much. I don't want to get too political with all this stuff or anything like that, because that's basically what this movie is. It's showing the division that we got going on in the world today. But,
yeah, and being a scientist myself, I mean, my degree's in chemistry, and my then I went into education and so forth, and Sarah is big time educator, being PhD and all that.
Yeah.
So it's interesting on the sense that we see how the scientific method works. It's a philosophy, a way of thinking to find the truth.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I don't know if you caught up on it, because I'm not sure how familiar you are with science, but when they were talking about peer reviewed.
Yep.
Yeah, they were talking about peer-reviewed stuff and how important it is to have peer-reviewed material. And that's a big contention in the academic scientific community, is stuff getting publicized and promoted as truth that hasn't been peer-reviewed. And that's a big thing because, you know, you can skew data, you can make things work in your favor, and unless other scientists, you know, get in and look at what you're doing, you know, that peer review process is just so important.
Yeah, yeah. You got to have somebody that agrees with you to back you up to give
Yeah,
your thesis or your
credit.
theory. Yeah,
Yeah,
credibility. Yeah.
credibility. Yeah, and so it's interesting. Now, part of the other rub that's going on with the scientific community that they do poorly is the fact that they do not support themselves the peer review process in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Because in order to get published, you pretty much have to come up with a new idea or a new concept, and people who need to be doing these peer reviews, nobody cares.
Right.
And that's a failing on the scientific community to not value that reviewing of somebody else's information and, you know, leading credence and credibility to the scientists who are doing it.
Okay.
So there is a failing on the scientific community itself because they do not value peer review process
Well,
either.
Yeah. And one thing that I want to ask you, since you're way more familiar about this stuff than I am, how is it that we could have like such differing opinions on things in the scientific, like within scientists?
That has a lot to do with how people set up the scientific method. And part of the trouble is, once again, you know, going back to that whole peer review process and honestly, statistical credibility. So let's say that I do a study with 5 people, and I know who those 5 people are, and I know what their answers are likely going to be. And those 5 people are politicians of a certain bend, and they're all rich and they're all white.
Okay.
So my results from those 5 people are going to be vastly different than any other, you know, holistic grouping of the populace.
Okay.
So you can do research and prove things that you want to prove in very unscientific ways, and unless it's peer reviewed,
Yeah.
then you can claim things, and you can claim that you've done these scientific discoveries with, you know, and you've worked them out, but you've skewed the data. You've skewed how you got those results.
Oh, okay.
But you've done the process. So
Yes.
you've used the scientific method. You've just skewed the data in ways to get what you wanted.
Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense to me.
Yeah, so that's how, and you know, people have agendas, even scientists. They want to prove certain things. They want to say certain things. And that's a tough thing to convince people not to do, is not to have an opinion.
Yes.
How do you feel about grave robbing?
Okay.
Robbing a human grave is
So,
on my bucket list.
Oh, what was I gonna say? I thought I had a really nice question for you, but I can't remember what it was
That's
now.
maybe to come back, maybe to come back.
Yeah.
But anyway, the movie itself, I thought was such a good example of where we are right now,
Yes.
and how scary it is where we are right now.
Yeah, it kind of is. It's just and another thing with the political climate that we're in right now, and I gotta mention this. We have a elected official that is openly, basically saying it's hunting season on all Democrats. I don't know if you read that headline, but that shit bothers me.
Oh yeah, well it should. You know, we're in a very close to civil war kind of situation, and that kind of talk does not help.
No, and I never thought I'd see the day that our elected officials are
Calling for civil war, basically.
Yeah, you know, you exercise your Second Amendment rights against liberals. That's, I think, a direct quote. Anyway,
Man.
Yeah, it's just it's sad. It's a relevant movie. It's great. I've watched it, I think, 5 times now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and just to take it all in because there is so much going on, like capitalism being a major factor in letting the freaking comet come down to Earth.
Greed.
Yeah.
Greed.
It's
Yeah.
it's so terrible. And you know what? Even that's relevant with the superconductor shortage with all of our electronics and everything.
Sure it is. Yeah. Yeah. Just and greed is, when you choose greed over people, then
Yes.
that's when the human race suffers.
Yeah, that's true. And it seems to be the route that we're just gonna exist to stay the course, I guess. Go down with the ship. We're not all captains, but we're all gonna go down.
Yeah, and that's it's interesting to me that we're also living in a time, as far as like where greed goes, where non-capitalistic countries are increasing their middle class better than capitalistic countries.
Yeah.
Much more.
That's really interesting in a whole. I never thought I'd be like, China is doing better than we are in that regard.
Yeah.
Kind of situation.
Yeah. That's kind of seems freaky to me because we were. I don't know. I always thought that we were doing better than most of the rest of the world, but man, we're just starting to fall behind.
Oh yeah.
On a lot of things, like to the point where we're not even like a leading country anymore in anything except for military.
Yeah, military is pretty much it.
Yeah.
But if we were leading in military, what are we getting out of it? Not much.
I
I mean, some positioning. Obviously, we have weight to throw around.
I mean,
but,
yeah, and you know what? There is nothing wrong with having such a powerful military where nobody wants to mess with you. And
oh yeah,
and that you know what? It's sad, but I'm thankful for it, and it is necessary.
yeah. But how long will we be able to? I guess is the question.
Yeah, that's true. Anything else you got to say about Don't Look Up?
Yeah. So yeah, starting out with a real tough one. Yeah, I think that's it's just what it is. So
Yeah.
if you want something to think about, if you want a movie to get your noggin going about what the world is like and where possibilities are, that's definitely one to check out.
Yeah, and we're just gonna. I'm gonna throw it out there. If you're a conservative, you're probably not gonna like the movie.
Probably not.
Yeah, it's just Adam McKay. I'm just gonna assume that he's a massive Democrat.
Maybe. They did throw in the fact that the president in this was connected more towards Hillary and Bill.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
they had the picture of them in the office. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I think they muddied the waters a little bit because, the Democrats are not completely innocent in all this.
No, they're not. Not at all. If I'm forced to take a side, it would probably be with the Democrats, just because I don't like inciting violence with other citizens.
Yeah.
And I know that's a very extreme. What am I trying to say? A very extreme type of leader, elected official, public servant, whatever. What is she? Just a senator, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. If it comes down to like violence between my own people and not violence between my own people, I'm gonna choose not violence between my own people.
Yeah, at this point, I think the only thing that's going to save the U.S. is having a viable third party come in.
Yeah, and I think that desperately needs that. I'm getting tired of only seeing the two parties on debates and stuff. They definitely need to add another party.
I think Germany has like 5 or 6 like very active parties.
Yeah.
Where they're each getting around 20% of the vote.
Okay.
And talking about politics is very different and more cordial.
Yeah.
I think because they have so many parties, so many viable options.
Yeah, and obviously, I mean, there's a lot of people in politics that just listen to what they're told.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I'm not going to accuse anybody. It's all over the gamut, all over the spectrum. People just listen to who they're aligned with. And with the third or fourth or fifth party, that would, I mean, it opens up new ideas. You're listening to them, and maybe it doesn't resonate with you, but it does a little bit. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It just
Well, it gives you more options.
Yes.
You know.
And that is always good, and that is always what we need.
Well, I mean, technically, the United States has like 200 parties, but there's really only 2.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Like little subgenres of parties.
Yeah. Yeah, I took a test once, and I most closely resembled somebody from the Green Party.
Yeah.
That was where most of my ideologies were.
Yeah, I actually used to be a big conservative, and then I slowly started leaning towards the center. And after the pandemic and everything, well, it's not, I mean, during the pandemic, the start of it,
Still going on.
Yep, I took another test, and I'm actually more of a left-leaning centrist now. I think, what is that, left-leaning and libertarian a little bit.
Libertarian, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm just middle of the road, and I feel like, I'm not being represented because there's no bipartisan working. Like
Very little middle of the road anymore.
Yeah, and I'm just so scared that it's gonna be, your team versus my team. Every president's gonna get impeached from now on. It's gonna be, it's like a big spotlight being shown on stuff that doesn't really matter, and like really important shit just ain't getting done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know you've heard me mention my buddy Jeff before, and
Yeah.
he's a Republican.
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting how we have so many things in common, but we have to make that divide that separates us, like just those few little issues.
Mm-hmm.
But we get along well, so I'm not sure. Oh, wow. I'm not sure what to say about that, other than we're probably closer together as a people than what we are on paper,
Yeah.
but we just aren't given the option to be together.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, that's
so moving on to other movies. Did you see Eternals?
I have not watched it yet. I told my family that it was out yesterday on Disney Plus, and they were like, "Oh, cool," and then nothing.
That's kind of the same thing I got from Sarah. She's like, "Yeah, I want to watch it, but I'd rather watch Book of Boba Fett." And I was like, "Okay, I get that."
Yeah.
And so it kind of goes to really how important Eternals has been for Disney. It's just not hitting the right chord with people. They're like, "I want to watch it, but I'll watch it at some other time."
Yeah. Yeah, and then I don't know. I've heard like the reviews have just come in, and it's just, I don't want another I don't want to watch another Thor: The Dark World. I want to watch. I want to watch another.
Want to watch Thor Ragnarok?
Yeah, yeah. But
Did you see any other movies this week?
Yeah. Let me see what I watched. You know what? I didn't write any of the movies that I've watched down, so it's probably just a bunch of. I'm terrible about rewatching movies that I've watched about 1,000 times.
Yeah.
It seems like I have this little cycle, or a little chart of movies I go down whenever I'm bored. Just nonsense movies I can throw on in the background that I already know most of what's going on. Anyway.
Yeah, I did not watch any other movies this week.
Yeah, there is a few other movie news, though, that I got to share.
Oh, okay. Let's hear some news.
All right, so HBO Max is reportedly developing a live-action Batman Beyond movie.
Oh,
Yeah, and I never really got into Batman Beyond. I've seen, like, the artwork and stuff, and I know that some of my friends were seriously obsessed with it way back in the day, like in high school, 20 years ago. So it's exciting, being the age that I'm at, and I know I'm gonna have some old high school buddies that are really gonna enjoy it,
That's what matters. But yeah.
So I thought that was a good thing. I dig that quite a bit.
Give it here.
Studio The Studio 666. What is it? That Foo Fighters horror movie?
Oh, okay. I did see a little bit of news about it, but I wasn't following it. So what's the details?
Okay, so the trailer has been released, and I completely spaced on watching it.
Oh,
So I'm gonna have to rewatch it, but do know that the trailer's out there. It's available to watch. I'm a kind of a fan of Foo Fighters, so I will check it out. I do apologize for dropping the ball on that. I don't know why. I shared it. I even shared it to Facebook and said that I was sharing to watch it later. So that's
oh
my
well.
bad.
I suppose we'll forgive you.
One time. That's all I ask.
This is your one time Foo Fighters knowledge that you get to forget.
Yes, I humbly drop to my knees and beg for forgiveness. And then the last piece of movie news that I have is that there is a new Final Destination movie coming out for HBO Max as well.
Excellent.
Yeah, and I kind of, God, you know, the first time I saw the first Final Destination movie, I was paranoid. I was scared to death that death was just creeping up on me around every corner, and now I just like those movies. I'm kind of getting to the age where I like if it's my time, it's my time. There's nothing I can do about it. Just accept it, you know. But yeah, I don't know. I've always kind of liked those movies. But that's all I got for movies, movie news and stuff.
Well, I've got for movie news. I've been seeing that Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is getting some really good responses, and people are just kind of like blown away by it.
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking forward to that. As far as what's coming up in theaters, we've got Liam Neeson in The Marksman.
I believe The Marksman's already out.
The 15th. I've got.
I've already seen it.
Oh, okay.
Like last year. Hold on a second. Now I gotta look. 'Cause I'm fairly certain.
But is Liam Neeson getting so typecast that like, oh yeah, I think that's what I was doing. I was looking at the wrong year. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong year. Still in 2021, people. Haven't moved up my calendar yet.
It's all good. I always get confused at the start of the New Year's and stuff.
Yeah, I haven't moved up the calendar yet.
It's all good. Now, and you know what? Now I'm not the only one that needs to drop to a knee and beg for forgiveness. So go for it.
Forgive me, people, for I have sinned on the yearly rotation list. But, you know, that's why both of us are here, so we can catch each other's mistakes.
Yeah. And
people don't have to suffer.
I hate the fact that that I only knew that because I've seen The Marksman. Which was an okay movie. It's a Liam Neeson movie. It's not one of his prime movies like the first Star Wars or like one of his big roles like Taken, which got ridiculous after the first one too.
Isn't Liam Neeson getting kind of typecast though with all those Taken movies and stuff? And,
yeah, he seems to be that one role type of person now.
The disgruntled dad that did something wrong, now he's got to have to kick some ass.
Yeah, God damn it, I've lost my kid again.
Yeah, yeah.
Any other things you got for movies?
We got DVDs coming out, and I'm pretty sure I'm on the right year for these.
Okay.
So we got the DVD for The Last Night in Soho by Anya Taylor-Joy there.
Okay.
Yeah, I really hope that Marvel brings her magic character back. And ever since I saw Queen's Gambit, she's just been like a favorite to me. So.
Oh yeah.
And then that movie that everybody was talking about as being like super, we'll say super French, Titane.
I can't explain it
Okay.
now.
It's supposed to have like the sexy wild car scene and stuff in it, and that's hitting DVD. You may burn your hands, but if you've got any hands free to burn.
I think I get what you're what you're saying. I hear you knocking.
It's very, very French, I think. Yeah, very French.
What does this mean? I'm getting more confused. What does that even mean? That it's very French. Does that mean?
Well, I think it's one of those. It's very very art
Oh, okay.
and very sexy.
Okay.
And sexy and art are sometimes very weird
And very French.
and very French. I say very French.
Oh my god. What the fuck? I'm gonna...
If you haven't heard about Titan, you probably need to look that one up
Okay.
and see if it's I don't know. I don't know, but I've heard things. I've heard whispers in the wind.
Have you? Okay. Yeah, I will check that out. Probably right after we get done with the video, because now I'm curious as hell.
Yeah, it's apparently quite the ride, quite the trip.
Okay. Anything else you got?
That's all I got for movies. Haven't been really big into movies this week.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's too much going on. There's a massive Doctor Strange rumors coming out.
Oh.
And some of them are pretty good. And I'm just going to throw out, like, Illuminati might show up. The Defenders might show up.
Oh, yeah. The Illuminati would be probably the perfect intro for the X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
Considering you can't really start at the beginning.
Yes.
And I could see with the Multiverse of Madness, the Illuminati kind of being a thing. Because the Illuminati is Professor X, Namor, Doctor Strange. Can't put Iron Man in anymore, unless you do a multiverse version of Iron Man, I guess.
That's what the rumors are touching on. Yes, and I don't want to spoil anything for you. I don't know how you are with MCU spoilers.
Well, it's got to be Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves is the new multiverse Iron Man.
Yeah, that would be cool as hell. Oh my god, that'd be cool as hell.
You hear it here first, Ogre.
That's a prediction, and I hope it's true.
We all do.
Yeah.
Because you know he's been looking for a role, so.
Yeah, he has. And he's just a phenomenal actor. But I did hear that Patrick Stewart might come back. And some people are saying Hugh Jackman might come back. People are saying that the Illuminati or the Defenders might not make it out alive. All this stuff. Captain Carter's been rumored. I mean, there's so many rumors.
Yeah.
So,
oh yeah, with the multiverse, anything can happen.
Yeah, I don't think that all of them are going to be in that, but who the hell knows?
Yeah, anything can happen.
Yeah.
You know, with so many possibilities, you got to take all the rumors with a grain of salt. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and some people just like making shit up just to mess with people.
Just to get hits.
Yep.
Hey, look at this breaking news. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think we're gonna go this way. All right. Should we segue into TV?
Yeah. Well, I already mentioned Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you want me to talk about that, or are you wanting a spoiler-free?
No, go for it. I'll watch it eventually. Spoilers, this is just who we are now as a society. It's just gonna happen. You can't avoid them. So.
All right. So episode 3 was really kind of an interesting mix of excitement and kind of what the hell. We did get to see probably the most satisfying cameo, I think, in the fact that Danny Trejo.
No.
Yes, is now in Star Wars.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Oh, I love him.
Yep, and he is the new Rancor trainer. The Hutts gave Boba Fett a brand new Rancor, and he's the trainer.
Okay,
so that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I really dig that.
Yeah, and that was fun to see. And along with that, we got kind of I don't know what they were thinking, but this episode had the slowest car chase, I think, in the history of car chases. Oh my gosh.
It was super slow, huh?
It was Boba Fett's new Power Rangers, which is a teen gang group on multicolored motorcycle speeder kind of things, which are pretty cool looking. They're the Moss Vespas, and and they were chasing another speeder, and it was the slowest chase I'd ever seen. It was kind of ridiculous.
Okay, now I gotta watch that now.
Yeah, and more of the coolest Wookiee,
Yes.
which was
What's going
the
on
black
with your face plume?
chrysanthemum.
Or
Okay.
scare away predators?
Yeah, it's hard to pronounce because it's like KRRS.
Like a hard,
Yeah.
hard to pronounce, or hard to figure out how to pronounce.
Well, the writer, because he first appeared in the comic books, didn't even know how to pronounce his name
Oh God.
because he'd just written it,
Yeah.
and he was going off the working title of Nubaka.
Nubaka? What the fuck?
Instead of Chewbacca, he was Nubaka
are you
until he got
making-
an actual name. No, I'm being absolutely serious.
Oh my God. That is ridiculous, man. Nubaka.
Nubaka.
And in Japanese and English, that means new stupid. Oh, shit. I can't deal with today. This video's going off the rails, man.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's good. Oh, so what'd you watch this week, TV wise? Nubaka.
I can't. Excuse me.
You gotta watch the Nubaka, man, because Nubaka's pretty cool.
Yeah. I
Santon.
I didn't watch any new TV. God damn it. Okay, hold on. I gotta take a breath. Give me a second.
Yeah, so Chrysanthemum, he's really cool. He's the Nubaka.
God damn it.
Yeah.
You had to say it again. Oh, shit. Okay. I didn't watch any new TV, but I've got some massive amounts of dessert for you. Like if you could think of the biggest dump truck in the world, that thing is full of awesome desserts. Your favorite desserts, buddy.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready. I
You
feel
ready?
tasty.
Yeah. You gotta give me a choke me, daddy. Okay.
Did you say?
Okay. So the Boys season 3.
Uh,
The Boys season 3. My eyes are watering, dude. I can't read. I can't read, and I can't even see my screen.
Nubaka.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Why is that so funny to me? Oh. God damn it. Okay, anyway, The Boys season 3 is coming June 3rd, 2022. Oh.
The boys are coming, are they?
Yep. I'm gonna dive into that dump truck of desserts, man.
All right.
I am ready for it. And then the last piece of news I got is Amazon is working on a Fallout TV series. With hopefully not Nubaka in it.
Yeah, well, I think that's pretty cool. Fallout, I really enjoy the game. I think it will make a great environment for a TV show.
Yeah,
And
we are in this household. We love our post-apocalyptic shows. So
yeah, and I think Fallout's one of those. There's not enough story to get upset if they change things because
Yeah.
for a show they're going to have to add stuff. So I think that's a great place to start because a lot of the fans are not going to expect a full rendition of the Fallout stuff.
right.
Yeah, you're going to have to add some stuff. So I think that's a good thing for them to work on.
Yeah.
It's loved, and as fans, we probably just want to see more stuff added to it, I think.
Yeah, I'd say so. And that's all I've got for TV. It's been
I've
weird.
got a few little things. Apparently, they are hiring the writers for that worked on Punisher and Daredevil for the new Echo TV series.
Oh yeah, I've heard that they might be bringing back a lot of actors and shit to that too.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
me.
Echo will basically be the Netflix home for the actors there. I think.
So I read the same thing that you did, but I also read in the article they said that Echo is Kingpin's niece. Is that for real?
Not like actual niece. Well, maybe in the comics.
But like crime family niece or something, or just I don't know.
But I think it's more of an adopted role. I don't think it's an actual niece.
Okay. All right, yeah, that's pretty interesting. No matter what they do, I am so excited for it. I'm so here for it. I want Bernthal to come back as Punisher. I'm just
Well, yeah.
I'm chomping at the bit for more Marvel content, especially the stuff that I really like. But yeah, that's good news for Echo. She's you know, I don't think I've really heard of her too much before, or if at all, before we started doing these videos. And
she's a relatively new comic book character, and you don't get that very often. I mean, the only other one I can think of is Miles Morales, that has gone public, so to speak.
Okay.
That is that new. Spider-Gwen.
Yes.
Maybe another good example of a fairly new comic book character. So Echo would be in that kind of more recent comic book character roles.
Okay. Yeah, dude, this Roland's call is incredible.
Yeah, I like that gun.
Where the F did this guy go? He must have killed him.
I think we got the release of Peacemaker tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, and there's dude, the reviews on that, I don't, it's been a long time since I've seen such mixed reviews on things.
Yeah, I've seen the same thing. A lot of people are talking about its pacing being off or something.
Yeah, maybe James Gunn is better at movies than TV shows. Did James Gunn do this?
I know he wrote some of the stuff, but I
Okay.
don't know that he directed.
Oh, okay. Anything else you got for TV?
Let's see. We got a much anticipated show coming out this week. How I Met Your Father.
Oh, shit, that's already coming this week?
18th.
Damn, I'm gonna have to write that date down. I gotta figure out Hulu before that happens.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm still getting ads, dude.
Yeah, that is really weird. I think I did have that once and I had to reset something, but yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, I'm kind of excited for you. I don't know any of the cast. I'm nervous, happy, all sorts of things.
Well, I mean, who can replace Neil Patrick Harris?
Yeah, I mean those are some awfully big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just great, and just how talented is he to be gay and be able to come off as just the nastiest
I know.
straight dude in the history of the world.
That is pretty amazing.
Yes.
That is pretty amazing.
Yeah, it was just, you know what, that cast was perfect. I love the show. God, I'm just gonna keep saying I'm so fucking nervous, but I'm so excited too.
Yeah, I got to give it a few episodes to see what it's going to be like.
Absolutely, yes. Oh, that's badass news, man. That's more dessert. We don't have. Did we have any vegetables yet?
We kind of got those out of the way early, I think.
All right.
Kind of some of the rough stuff.
Well, I got more vegetables coming.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, but in different categories.
Oh, okay. Well, shall we move on to animation?
Yeah, let's do that.
So, watch the most recent Attack on Titans, starting the very last arc in Attack on Titans.
Okay.
And do you want to hear what happens?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So the big things that happen is so Marley retaliates.
Yeah.
So basically they come to Paradise and lay waste, and which I find a little bit hard to believe, because they basically come in these big blimps and they paratroop down, and nobody does anything until they're well established in Paradise.
What?
I know. I was like, and basically they come down, none of the scouts are ready, so they're slaughtering every scout. It's like, yes, yeah, I found it very hard to swallow.
Oh my god.
Aaron gets shot in the head
Whoa.
by one of their cannons.
As a Titan or a human?
Yeah, as a Titan.
Okay.
Yeah, as a Titan. So we're not sure what's happening to him. Which I'm just like, they established a beachhead in the city, well defended, able to slaughter everyone, and they came and paratrooped down in the middle of the day. It wasn't even like a night attack or anything.
What the
So,
fuck?
yeah, I know. So it's the writers wanting, I've seen them. You know how many times in that show you're like everybody's been destroyed, like they killed all the scouts or they killed all the soldiers, and all of a sudden there's still more of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I find that they go a little extreme sometimes.
Do
I
that.
think in Attack on Titan, to where, even though you saw hundreds of scouts die in this episode, there'll still be more, I guess, in the next episode. Just even though it seemed like they all died. I don't know.
Yeah,
But anyway.
seems like they're taking some wrong turns, and I know that they were heavily influenced by Game of Thrones. I hope this doesn't end like Game of Thrones did, man. That TV
No,
show.
it's certainly feeling very Game of Thrones-ish.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that makes me sad. If they ruin this with the ending, I'm gonna be so damn sad. In fact, I won't even watch the new IP that they're coming out with. Supposedly this year, I believe. I think we covered it last week's video.
Well, everybody is watching it. It actually crashed Crunchyroll.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, it crashed Crunchyroll. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. It's amazing that so many people like these cartoons where they're crashing streaming services. It's amazing.
Yeah, I was
to
going
me.
to watch it on Crunchyroll, and I had to switch over to Funimation because it's on both.
Yeah.
So yeah, Attack on Titan. Those were the big things that happened. We'll see where it goes from here. But yeah, Marley's basically in Paradise, and we'll see what goes on.
Oh yeah, that's crazy to me. Oops, sorry.
Let's see. Oh yeah, Demon Slayer. Episode 6 finally they took Nezuko out of the box finally.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I was happy about that.
Yeah, so is she like fighting along with them now, or what's going on? Is she being...
She had a fight scene,
Okay.
but we'll see next episode, what the results of that fight scene are.
So are the Demon Slayer core being more open to letting her be out now, or is it?
No, it was basically nobody's decision or anything. It was just we're gonna have this happen now.
Okay. Damn, dude.
Yeah, she decided herself to get out of the box.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to catch up on some of these. I can see now that I'm not gonna be able to wait for a lot of episodes before I can watch them. Cause that stuff, I like both of those animes so much, and I don't know. I guess I want to witness it firsthand. Like
Yeah,
if they
and
destroy it and how it goes and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I have faith in Demon Slayer. I'm starting to lose it in Attack on Titan. It sounds like from what you said.
We'll see if they can redeem themselves from that. And I don't know if your suspension of disbelief. I'm not surprised that Marley attacked. I'm just surprised that they were so effective
Yeah.
in their attack. But whatever. Yeah. So so Demon Slayer episode 6 of season 2, and then I watched a lot of anime because all the anime hit this week.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to go through some of the ones that I thought were some of my favorites, because like 30 different shows had their first episode. There's a show called Slow Loop, which is basically what would I call it? A kind of slice of life dealing with divorce and remarriage and fishing. Yeah, enjoying fishing as a pastime.
Oh, okay.
So, but it was kind of a nice little slow anime just to kind of enjoy.
Yeah.
So Slow Loop, and then the one that I thought had the best art was a Kibi sailor uniform. You said you checked the art out on that.
Yeah, dude, the manga and the anime art looks really good.
Yeah. Well, I was very pleased with that. I think they definitely got the the props for the best art for the season.
Yeah. Can you go into any detail on what that's about?
Yeah, oh yeah. I watched the first episode. It's basically another slice of life. It's a girl who is going to attend for the first time at her mother's alma mater,
Okay.
and it's a high school kind of thing. And the school uniform used to be a sailor uniform, and so they go through the whole process of making the uniform and getting ready for it. And it turns out they've changed the school uniform.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so she's having to deal with, what is life going to be like with her not having the correct uniform, because they've given her permission for it. So it's definitely a slow slice of life kind of anime, but it looks like it's got some promise.
Okay.
The art's definitely good, so
Yeah.
and the storytelling's good too. Just might not be your thing.
Yeah. I might, just based on the art alone, I might have to check that out. And I'll chime in here with the art and stuff like that. You know why Arcane was so successful?
Who was it? Some of the art?
The whole studio is owned and operated by artists.
Oh man.
And
Yeah,
I think
just goes to show if you have good art, people will definitely come see it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off there. It just seemed like a good place to throw that in there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so looking forward to that one.
Yeah, man. I'm going to have to check that one out. What was that called again? The Sailor, my Sailor uniform or something?
Akibi's Sailor uniform.
My Dress Up
so
Darling.
that was pretty cool.
Let's mix
Yeah,
them
My Dress
together.
Up Darling is the next one I want to mention, just because I thought it was a good romantic comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Two very unlikely, people getting together over a shared interest. One of them's a cosplayer, and the other one is somebody who likes to make dolls. The Japanese kind of, what's the name for it? Kibi dolls or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because his grandfather was a doll maker, or is still a doll maker.
Yeah, and I told my wife about that, and I actually might sit down and watch that with her. That might be the next one we do.
I think that was the second most anticipated for the season anyway, right after Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people interested in that one.
Well, and I gotta say, every once in a while, I really enjoy a sappy story.
Yeah.
It makes you feel good, and sometimes your head or your heart needs it.
Indeed.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's sappy, but
it looks like it's going to be more comedy.
okay.
More comedy in the rom-com than sap in the rom-com, so I like that too.
Oh yeah, I love rom-coms. That's actually one of my favorite genre movies.
We'll definitely enjoy that one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if there's any others I want to mention.
How about your favorite theme park?
There's some others that I'm definitely going to follow, but nothing that really struck me as out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll definitely follow a couple others, but those are the ones that really struck me as something different.
All right. You got anything else to talk about on movies or TV?
For animation?
Or, God, yeah, animation, man. I'm two subjects behind. It's new Baka's fault.
We're just having a good time
Yeah,
here.
maybe I'm new Baka in the English Japanese sense of the words.
New Baka.
Nude Baka.
Nude Baka.
What does a shaved Wookiee look like, buddy?
Well, that's what we're going to find out.
God damn it. Now I'm thinking about that. Damn it. Shit. Oh, God. Okay, so for my animation movie or news, let's go ahead. We'll start off with AMC has bought High Dive and Sentai Filmworks.
Yeah, that's some pretty good news.
Yeah, so instead of paying two different companies subscription fees, you're going to be paying two subscription fees to one company because nobody blends their services. Why would you when you can earn twice the amount of money?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's a shitty practice. So, but AMC, they got it now, which hopefully that means we might see some anime, like good anime, in theaters.
Yeah, and honestly, High Dive, I really even though it's not got nearly as much as Crunchyroll, I like having because they tend to choose things that I like that are a little more obscure.
Okay.
Well, no, not even obscure. They're just, I want to say they're very selective in their choices.
And I don't think I ever heard of High Dive before I met you. And I don't think I heard of Sentai before I met you either.
Yeah, and I think they've always been together.
Okay.
High Dive being the streaming service that Sentai Filmworks uses.
Okay. Oh, so they're a package deal anyway? They're not two separate things?
Sentai Filmworks is the production company that makes like DVDs and stuff.
Okay. And then High Dive is the streaming
Where High
service.
Dive is the streaming service.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense to me now. And I probably read the damn article, but it was just at the beginning of the week, and I forgot the details and the specifics.
And you know, if you're not familiar with it, it's hard to know.
Yeah, that's why I got you. You're my backup.
Yeah. Yeah, they've definitely got some good stuff. I enjoy their programming, so I like having the High Dive.
Yeah.
They were out of all the streaming services. They were the ones that I went through the majority of their catalog first. So before I got Funimation and Crunchyroll, I actually went through High Dive stuff first.
Oh, okay. And then, yeah, High Dive, man. Aren't they more? God, I don't even remember what I was gonna say. I'm getting my
They
arse
do
kicked.
a mix, but they do have some of the more risque stuff that I think Funimation and Crunchyroll pass on.
Yeah.
But they have plenty of, you know, just even kid stuff.
What are some of the good or more known animes that they have on their service that you can't find anywhere else?
Oh, I would really need to. Hold on, I'll bring them up. That way I'll have it in front of me and be able to give you a good. Because based on memory, it's going to be a little sketchy.
Oh, okay.
You know, I'm in the middle of fighting and gaming and all that.
Yeah. Nobody said this live commentaries are easy.
Yeah, but I do enjoy High Dive stuff. They've got probably about 200 different shows.
Yeah. Well, is that the service that you can buy the anime and then unlock it digitally on their platform too? Is that what that's done? Like I know Funimation.
Funimation's been doing that, and I don't know that High Dive does that.
Okay.
But they're not. Well, the one that I know you like is they've got Food Wars.
Oh shit! Yeah, Food Wars is awesome. I'm definitely sad that it's over, but that was an awesome show.
Yeah, Food Wars.
Yeah, that's the whole reason I started cooking in the first place. As a creative, you know, I get bored doing the same thing over and over again, and I like to try new things. And man, cooking just opened up a whole new world of creativity for me.
I really enjoy Food Wars. That was a nice blend of kind of shonen competition with something a little more casual.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed that. Another popular one is Akame ga Kill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's there. One of my favorites, Azumanga Daioh, but that's a little old now.
Yeah, I've heard you talk about that one before. That's I haven't seen it, but I think you talked really highly of it, or about it.
Yeah, it's cool. Chivalry of a Fallen Knight, I watched that there. That was really good.
Okay.
They've got all the Fate stuff.
Oh, okay. My wife's really big into that series. The shit gets confusing to me, but...
Oh yeah, it's horrible as far as how well it's put together.
Yeah.
They've got High School of the Dead.
Oh. Yeah, and that's sad. The creator died before that was finished, right?
Yeah.
And that's too bad, because I actually really liked that one. And I love the pervy episode that had no business being in there.
But that is a good episode.
Yeah.
Very good episode. They've got the series, Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon?
Oh, okay, that was a good one. Actually, I had a lot of fun watching that one. Just the first season is all I've seen of that. One of my
Yeah,
friends
there's
told
3
me.
seasons now.
Okay. Yeah, one of my friends told me the second season just wasn't nearly as good, and I just never got back into it.
They've got Monster Musume.
That's a good one too. I like that one quite a bit. And next week I'll be watching Peter Grill because
Yes.
yeah.
And that's on High Dive.
All right, then I'm probably gonna have to find a different place to or a different way to watch it. Or is it?
Peter-
Can you watch that ad supported? Do you know?
I wondered
I think some shows.
Oh, okay.
I think it does function kind of like. I would imagine you could probably get the subbed, but not the dubbed,
Okay.
for Peter Grill.
Ooh, excuse me.
And it's got the To Love Roo stuff.
Too big.
I've seen that one. I've got that one on Plex.
So it's got, and plenty of others, but yeah, those are some of the highlights.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of dig that. Maybe I will have to subscribe to another service.
It's the cheapest of the 3, so.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad. How much is it?
I got it for a year, which ended up coming out to like $3 a month.
Oh shit! Yeah, that ain't bad at all. That's like a month of Netflix. It equals out to be done.
Yeah.
No, well, maybe I don't know.
No.
My quick math's no good.
Yeah, and I do think I got that on sale, so I think normally it's like $5 a month.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to put the Viper drive in this bastard boy. Any other TV news that you got? Or not TV news, animation news.
No, that's all the animation. Just we're through the winter, so now I'm going to be switching over to watching more completed seasons as we get the English dubs.
Okay. Let's see here. What do I got? I got Bob's Burgers movie is coming out on May 27th.
Nice.
We've got the producer and editor of Dragon Ball, Akio Ioku. Hints at a new Dragon Ball anime released this year along with the movie. And that really surprised me. And if that happens, I am going to be a very, very happy boy in 2022. Like, extremely
I
happy.
hope so anyway.
Yeah. Critical Role's animated series is coming out January 28th, 1 week ahead of schedule to Amazon Prime.
Gotta love having some good D&D type stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I still think Harmon Quest is my favorite thing that I've ever seen role-playing related. Because I think they play Pathfinder in that, but holy shit, is that hilarious and amazing. The original voice actor for Wolverine, for the X-Men the Animated Series, they're in the studios recording lines for X-Men 97. I think he posted it to his social media, and I cannot wait, dude. I am so excited. That means that, you know, I think animation has to be done at that point where they record lines, but I might be wrong. I might be way off base here, because it looks like with some shows like Rick and Morty, when they're showing the behind-the-scenes stuff, it seems like the voice acting is recorded already, and then the animators try to sync up the voices to the animation to the voice, or something.
Well, I think I don't know if it's still done always this way, probably not, but normally the difference between American animation and Japanese animation is the sequence that they do the voice acting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. And then
Yeah, so in American animation, they do the voice acting first and have the animation fit it, and then in traditional anime, it's the opposite.
Okay. Oh my god, dude, I'm running out of all sorts of ammo. Alright, last piece of information I got for us, and this is very dessert as well, because I enjoyed the shit out of this movie. Even Dylan commented on it on Facebook. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World is going to be an anime headed to Netflix.
Nice.
Yeah, and I came in late to the whole Scott Pilgrim thing. I believe it was a comic first, then a video game, then a movie. I might be out of order, I don't know. I fell in love with it when I finally saw it, but like I said, I jumped on the train pretty damn late with it. excited. You know, I like all the stuff. I know it's something that I like, and I know I'm gonna enjoy it. I just hope Netflix doesn't fucking cancel it after a season. like Cowboy Bebop, which I'm not bitter about at all. And there's still people online that are defending the show. They're like arguing about it, that it was a terrible show or it was a great show or whatever. I don't know. There's a lot of back and forth on people's opinions on it. Oh, that's you. That is not.
Don't shoot me.
But that is all I have for animation news.
Don't shoot me, Nubaka. Don't shoot me.
So let's head into. You got anything for comics?
Yeah, we got the first issue of Ben Reilly Spider-Man, the reboot for your favorite Spider-Man, I guess.
Scarlet Spider?
He's not playing Scarlet Spider. He's actually playing Spider-Man in this one.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know the distinction as far as why. But yeah, he's got a series coming out starting this week. She-Hulk #1 hits, which looking forward to the TV show of that and see how the new comic reboot goes. And then there's a new Silver Surfer series hitting this week as well.
You gotta respect the power cosmic.
Absolutely.
That.
Yeah, I thought Danny Cates, when he did the last Silver Surfer run, that was really good. I think they're bringing him back to more of the status quo, but we'll see.
Okay. All right. Oh, finally, vending machine, dude. I got all ammo back.
Actually, I'll stay here.
Okay, so any other extra things for comics?
No, that's it for the big comic news. I'm trying to keep it to just Marvel and stuff because, oh my god, there's just so much out there.
Yeah, man, you take on a lot for this channel as it is, or this little project we got going on. Anything for manga? I actually got something for manga this week.
Oh, well, let's hear it.
Alright, so the Fire Force is coming to an end. They only had 2 more chapters to go when I took that note down, and I don't know if they have one more to go or no more to go now, but yeah, man.
Yeah, the last chapter of the manga, I believe, is hitting.
And I know that God, it seemed very popular. Like the art or whatever, I started seeing it all over the place. So it seemed like it ended pretty quick. But not everything can be a One Piece, Naruto, Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't want everything to be that either. So.
No, we don't. Sometimes a short story is very nice, very sweet, just what you need.
Honestly, that's why I like anime, is because the majority of them do finish.
Yeah.
They don't all finish well, but they finish.
Yeah, so. That's true. Alright, that is the only manga that I have, our news this week, and then video games, I got shitloads of news, buddy.
Oh, I did forget a couple of comic things. It's on the back of the page.
Oh, yeah. Go
look
for
at
it.
the back of the page. We got the 10 Lives of Wolverine, X Lives of Wolverine.
Okay.
And that's getting started this week. And the very first Silk, which is another character which I expect Marvel to be another new-ish comic book character that I expect Marvel to start promoting as Sony, I guess, really, in the movies. Eventually.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty good. And I don't think I've ever... You said Silk?
Silk, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of it.
Yeah, part of the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, doggo's barking. I just don't want to catch it on video.
Yeah, this is not her first solo comic series either. She's had others.
Okay. Yeah, I've never heard of her. Is she like a Spider-Woman type deal, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. More almost like a Miles Morales, but female version kind of thing.
Okay. And then you want to move on to video games?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Video games.
I'll start it off with Michael Jai White. Do you know who that is?
No.
Okay, have you seen that old Spawn movie?
Yes.
Okay, he is Spawn in that movie.
Oh, okay.
And he is going to be voice acting Blade in Midnight Suns.
Ah, very nice. Looking forward to Midnight Suns.
Yep. In 2013, I thought I played my last Armored Core game. But it seems like, what is it, From Software is going to be working, or, well, allegedly working on a new Armored Core game to come out after Elden Ring.
Oh, From Software. Interesting.
Yes. And I hope they don't, like, try to mix Dark Souls into my Armored Core.
Yeah.
But next-gen Armored Core, man, is going to be the shit. Oh, my God.
Keep your chocolate out of my peanut butter.
Yeah, no kidding. But yeah, I'm incredibly excited for it. Rumors suggest that it's going to be heavily focused on upgradable mech parts, customizations, and stuff. And that, you know, there's not a lot of games that I'm min-maxing. That is one of them. That is because I want to be the best mech pilot ever.
Armored Core is pretty sweet. I've played the others, and it has been a while.
Yeah. Yeah, way too long. Let's see, new South Park game coming from former BioShock devs is in the works, and it may be multiplayer. In South Park, I can take it or leave it as an IP. Sometimes it's very funny, and sometimes I just don't think it's funny at all. But yeah, that's where we're at with that. Let's see, Mario Kart 9 is supposedly in development, thank God, because we haven't had a new one since the Wii U, Mario Kart 8. The one we got for the Switch is just like a repackaged version of Mario Kart 8. Oh, sorry, I got something in my throat. I'm going to take a drink real quick.
Yeah. Well, let's see. While you're doing that, we've got some releases this week. We've got the Anacrusis, which is like basically if you cross Star Trek with Borderlands.
Oh, shit, really?
But, you know, not as high quality.
Probably not like glorious writing like in Borderlands either. Or
Probably
dialogue.
not. Yeah, but it's basically Star Trek crossed with Borderlands. That's on the PC and Xbox.
Okay.
No PlayStation for you.
No soup for me?
No.
Well, that sucks.
And then we've got Mushroom Wars, which is basically a real-time strategy, but they do have the caveat of it is also going to be 2 versus 2 real-time strategy. So that's an interesting possibility.
Dude, we haven't tried a real-time strategy game together. That might be something I'd look forward to.
Yeah, I could see us getting into that. And 2v2, we just own the world.
Hell yes. Look, we are together. We are the Queen's Gambit. Of
I believe
RTS
it.
games.
I believe it. We are.
Yeah. What else you got for video game news?
So what do you think about God of War coming out on PC?
You know what? I'm all for it. I think everything should be released across all platforms. You should play where you want. But like a franchise like God of War started off kind of just, you know, action RPG. I don't think it really had much going for it, but the way they've expanded and worked on this storyline is so incredible to me. The whole lore and everything that's happening. I'm a fan of Kratos now. I sympathized with him when they fleshed out how his wife and child died. But yeah, I'm sorry, I'm going off on a rant here. I'm happy. I'm happy that Sony is sharing their IPs, specifically for game preservation's sake. If I ever want to go back and revisit it, like 20 years in the future, I can do that with the PC.
Yeah.
Hopefully. PCs generally tend to be very friendly backwards compatibility.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on there. It's good that it's out. It makes me just kind of scratch my head about the whole PC overlords and all that stuff. You know, when they're getting secondhand stuff. So I guess for once we get to say, "Ha, PC overlords." I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? I can't stand PC player or people that have to make it known that PC master race bullshit. Because
Yeah.
you know, I encounter them so much, and they're like acting all high and mighty and shit. But like some of them don't even know how to build their own computers. They just go buy a pre-built and
Yeah.
claim that they're gods now, and that shit bothers me.
Yeah, so if for those people, haha,
Yeah, yeah.
you're getting it late.
Yes, yes. And I've already beat it, and it's great, and I loved it, and I'm gonna spoil it
Yeah,
for you right
and
now.
we're going to spoil it for you.
Yeah.
Because we know how it ends.
Oh shit. All right, got some more vegetables.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so the development team and studio that's been working on Twisted Metal's remake has been like fired or something because they've switched dev studios halfway into making the damn game. So now I'm scared, and I don't think it's going to be very good. Which sucks because I don't think Twisted Metal was much of a huge game like Call of Duty or Rocket League or something. But for couch co-op, I had a lot of fun with my buddies back in the day on that game. So it's kind of disappointing. I think that game would benefit a hell of a lot from having better graphics, current gen graphics.
Yeah, honestly, that IP is really perfect for a good revitalization.
Yes. Yeah,
because we've got more people doing cross-play, multiplayer. It's more part of the culture. I think that IP could have a very good place where it didn't shine quite as much before.
Yes. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, so that's kind of sad if they don't have a good team behind it.
Yeah. It makes me worry. I don't think I've ever heard good outcomes of games that have switched developers midway through.
Yeah, you don't normally get a good outcome that way. I can't think of too many right off the top of my head that have switched developers and succeeded.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some out there, but.
Now I'm gonna get into the fridge. I gotta go deep in the back of the fridge and get this big bowl of what the fuck for you.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready to eat this?
I'm ready. You nom nom.
Are you ready to play Dog the Bounty Hunter in video games?
Check in with Reese.
Only if I'm hunting him down, because that would be a nice meta twist, I guess.
Yeah, no. Apparently, he's just getting his own video game franchise now. He's I don't know, expanding into a different medium is what it was called. I like hunting bounties in Call of Duty and stuff.
If it was an augmented reality game where you had to hunt certain actual people down.
Yeah.
And where it was you had to find them. They're currently in the mall or whatever.
That would be cool.
It's got possibilities. It won't be cool, but it's got possibilities.
I don't know, dude. I think that would be a fun way to exercise and shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. You gotta hunt down. But of course, you're gonna get sued that way because Joan Smith doesn't realize that she's got a bounty on her. Joan Smith gets tackled in the grocery parking lot.
Just fucking knock on a changing room in Victoria's Secret. Hey, you gonna be long? I got fucking 20 grand waiting on your ass.
Yep.
Or a food court employee. When you getting off, bro?
Where they've got facial recognition, where you actually have to take a picture of them to collect the bounty.
That would be terrible. There would be so many violent crimes committed against people just taking pictures of random people.
And oh God, I so hope they make that, just because I want to hear all the chaos that goes on.
Oh my God.
Much like the chaos that happened with Pokemon Go right at the beginning, people doing just stupid stuff.
Oh yeah, people getting fucking murdered for that game.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, dude, I am dying.
So it's got possibilities. I'm down. Let's do it.
Man,
Bounty hunter me away.
No kidding.
Me and my buddy Nubaka are gonna lay some waste. We are gonna collect those bounties.
Oh yeah. Oh, excuse me.
All right. So in the probable future, it looks like we are going to get a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover into Fortnite.
No.
Yeah.
Oh shit. My man
That's
Raph,
the rumor
bro.
now. I know. I thought you'd be interested in that. I saw that pop up.
I didn't even. I'm surprised my kids didn't tell me about it. So
I think it's in like super early stages of planning.
yeah. And I've got one more piece of video game news for us. And you know what? I want to save it toward the end because I think it's something that I kind of talked about a little bit. But
well, I got one more piece of video game news as well, so I'll just butt in front of you here. Where looks like Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is getting a sequel.
really,
Yeah.
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, so I think that's good news.
Yeah, that's
that was
really
a pretty
good
cool
news.
game.
Yeah, I don't remember too much of it. I think I played it a while ago, but I don't remember for sure.
It was refreshing to finally have a Star Wars adventure game. So
Yeah.
I'm all about that.
Yeah, I
Bring
think
us more.
the last one that I played before that was Shadows of the Empire on Nintendo 64. And that was one of my favorite games, dude. I love Dash Rendar now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I've missed you, girl.
But yeah, that's pretty cool. I might have to look into that.
And I've got two pieces of board and card game news.
Oh, okay. Let me do my last video game news real quick.
Okay.
All right. So, Mark Cerny, who I don't really know what his position is at Sony or PlayStation, he has developed 2 new patents. And you know what? I gotta hide for this because there's gonna be a lot of reading here. It appears to be backwards compatibility with PlayStation. It appears to solve the issues that they've had. And a rumored project named Project Spartacus will be revealed this spring, allegedly revealed this spring, as a 3-tiered subscription service giving access to older PlayStation titles on PS4 and PS5. And the game preservation is something that desperately needs to be addressed, especially on the PlayStation. So I'm quite fond. I'm quite fond of some of the older games, and I'm quite sad that the consoles that I play them on are no longer working. And I know my backwards compatible PS3 is most likely on its last leg. I abused the shit and used the hell out of that console back in the day. So super excited for that. The 3-tiered subscription. I don't know how it's gonna work, but there's rumors that they're gonna focus on all PS Plus and slowly start phasing out PlayStation Now, and hopefully we end up with like a Game Pass service that, you know, attracts people with the retro games and the fond memories that they brought them. You know.
Yeah, Sony definitely needs to step up their work with that.
Yes. But the fact that they could actually have this tackled makes me so happy. Because I mean, we don't see games like what is it, Time Splitters? I mean, that's just one that I played on PlayStation 2, and it's just a lost IP now. Although I think that they're making a new one. That might have been a bad example. What are some old games that you like that just aren't around anymore? Like, you know.
Well, there is a place on the internet that specializes in like old preservation games.
Okay.
Awesome. Zero.
But yeah, I'd have to really think about which ones
Open up the door.
that the old ones. Cause well, for one, I don't tend to play older games. That's more Sarah's thing. She'll play, you know, games that are 30, 40 years old or whatever. But I don't tend to do that. I tend to stay current with my games.
Yeah. And see,
But
like,
I agree with you in the fact that we need to preserve them.
yeah.
And that's apparently a hot button issue right now because, you know, companies don't want to give up their copyrights. And the problem with that is once the company goes under, it becomes so much harder to get the games preserved.
Mm-hmm.
And companies go under. So,
Yeah.
you know.
And another thing that makes this a huge issue to me is that I will tell my kids about some of the best video game experiences that I've had, and they look like they're just in awe and they wish they could do it, and there's no way for them to do it. Unless I go
there's
out.
no way for them to do it.
Yeah, I'd have to buy like a rebuilt console and then hunt down the discs or the cartridges for them. So with this, it makes me happy. It makes me think that my kids will be able to sit down, play a 4 or 5 hour game that I had a massive amount of fun on. You know.
Yeah.
Because you know, you gotta admit that there was a hell of a lot of good games out there that you know these new generations just aren't going to be able to play, or weren't going to be able to play.
Yeah, and you know the problem's definitely not solved. There needs to be some sort of system in place.
Yeah, but I think the direction we're going, it's becoming, it's getting worked on, and once they figure it out and get it all squared away, I think, God, that it's going to change the gaming community quite a bit, or at least that's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, we need an archive. Of some
Yes.
sort.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, that's all I got for video games. I got one thing for toys, and you got a couple things for board and card
Board
games?
games. Yeah.
Alright, let's hit your board and card game things.
Well, coming out on the 19th is an actual Attack on Titan Last Stand board game.
Oh, okay.
And the only reason just because of the look of it, I'm denoting it, because there's an actual Titan that you like climb the different levels. So like he's got he's got there's a big Titan figure, and you move up the different levels of the Titan as the board game progresses, and there's also like another probably cardboard, but it's like a cardboard tower skyscraper kind of thing.
Okay. Dude, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I thought the look of it was neat. I have no idea if the gameplay is any good at all, but the look was pretty cool.
Yeah, that might be worth just picking up, just just because of the look. And Logan's favorite anime is Attack on Titan. We're even buying him the Colossal edition of the mangas and stuff because he'll actually read those. So I'm sure at some point, if he ever finds out what that game is, he'll want it if he ever sees it.
Yeah, it's called Attack on Titan Last Stand.
Okay. Yeah, that's
and
pretty cool.
Yeah, check that out. You'll probably find that it just the look of it was kind of fun. So I was pretty happy to see that. And then we've got on the 18th the Kickstarter begins for Marvel's Zombicide.
Okay.
And this is probably going to be the first Kickstarter that I put money towards.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I really like the look of it, and Zombicide's well established. It's not a Kickstarter out of nowhere, so
Yeah.
I know that it'll get done.
Yeah, see, the only thing that I've actually thrown money at on Kickstarter was the Osic X headphones, and they were supposed to be like 3D audio and crap, and then it became a mess, and you know they ended up canceling everything, so it sucked because it looked like a really sweet product, everything about it.
Yeah, I don't know that I would throw money at what's the word I'm looking for? Unproven company for Kickstarter.
Yeah,
But CMON, they've already got several issues of Zombicide out. They're well established in the board game market.
Mm-hmm.
So for this one, yeah, I'll support their Kickstarter because it just looks so cool.
Yeah, I definitely won't be supporting any no-name projects anymore. Just because I feel like it's a waste of time, and it's it puts holds on my account or just takes the money for me, unless it fails, you know, or until I get a project or the product, or it fails.
Well, look at the what is that game that's been in Kickstarter for years, like almost a decade?
Oh, I have no idea what that
the
is.
space game. There's a space video game that people have backed, and it's got a ton of money, but it's in production hell.
Oh yeah.
And so people were really excited about it, and it looks like it's never going to come out, and all their money's been wasted.
Oh, that sucks. See, that's something I wouldn't want to be a part of, like having my money tied up for years and not seeing anything out of it, you know? Because they're basically just loaning money. It's like a bank at that point.
And not even loaning money, you're giving money, because I don't think you get the money back.
If it fails, you get it back.
Oh, okay. So they're just going to have it in production forever.
Yeah, probably.
It's never going to fail. It's just always going to be in production.
Yeah. But I think you can demand, or not demand, request a refund after a certain amount of time. And if you can't, you probably should be able to, because, Jesus.
Well, you should be able to, but I don't know if you can. Somebody else will have to put in the comments how that's working.
Yep, for sure. Any other?
That is it for my news. I don't have anything else.
Okay, so for my toys, or for the toys section, that you remember that Todd McFarlane Batman statue that I told you about that has that plastic, really long cape, like Spawn's cape?
Yeah.
Or you can trade it out with for a cloth cape. That is opening up for pre-orders tomorrow.
Nice.
And I'll throw another picture up here because it's a gorgeous looking statue. It's blue and gray like the old Batman uniform.
Yeah.
I mean, it just looks cool. But you know, I've always kind of dug his art style. But that's all the news that I got this week. Quite a bit, actually.
Yeah, we are blessed with lots of stuff, even at the beginning of the year here.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Now I gotta worry about. Now I'm starting to get a little paranoid about going political at the beginning of this thing, but I don't think we could talk about that movie without going a little political.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't.
We love everybody. We don't hate nobody. So don't take it out on us. We didn't create the movie.
Well, I don't think we said anything too negative, even though we let our stances be known.
Yeah.
About stuff, but I don't think we were like negative.
Yeah.
We were actually even complimentary to people, you know, of other political persuasions that we actually know.
Yeah. It was super tricky waters to navigate.
Oh boy, yeah, that's definitely the world we live in right now.
And I'm down too, man. Oh, I'm up. I'm coming for you.
I got it.
All right. All right. How about that closing? How you wanna close her up?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are off to a great start here on 2022. I hope everybody is having a wonderful year so far and will continue to.
Yeah, that's very well put.
This has been Ogre.
Yeah, Old Guy's Geekly Review.
14th episode?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you, is it the 14th?
I believe 14th episode. I believe.
The 14th on the 13th.
Yeah. Making good games.
Oh,
As
yeah.
always, have a wonderful day, everyone.
Yeah, you do or do not. There is no try to have a wonderful day.